Two, maternal and neonatal
Yun natin.
conducted, NNPR.
Diyan naman. Yun naman.
Maternal and neonatal mortality was reduced by 5% by identifying causes, gaps, and associated
Galing ko,
factors.
narinig ko kasi.
Ang PPAs ito ay maternal and neonatal death review. Estimated budget ay nasa 72,000 for 2024. For 2025, estimated budget ay nasa 103,000. Then for 2026, 158,000.
Wala ko.
Next goal,
Wala ko nandiyan na. Sabi ko ito.
goal number 2. Empower men and women in diverse identities through forums. So, parang dapat na increase participation of women, men, and non-binary individuals and people of diverse interests, individuals in decision-making processes at all levels. Promote positive social norms that celebrate diversity and inclusivity. Strengthen the capacity of women, men, and non-binary individuals to access economic opportunities and achieve financial independence. So, unang PPA ay Monday na from the Office of Social Welfare and Development. Yung outcome niya ay basic needs and primary rights of solo parents pursuant to the law provided for solo parents. Yung target nila for 2024, 5 activities conducted, 500 solo parents. PPA ay Solo Parent Week celebration. Estimated budget ay 858,000 for year 2025, same, 2026. Goal number 3, build a competitive inclusive economy. So dapat close gender gaps in employment, wages, and access to economic resources. Promote gender-responsive budgeting and economic planning. Support the growth of women and men. LGBTQ++, businesses and initiatives. Expand and diversify access to high-quality, inclusive career pathways and entrepreneurship opportunities to empower all Filipinos. First, PPA, yung OSW at peso. Labor force, yung gender issue, labor force employment rate of women is consistently lower than men. Yung that outcome, increase the employment rate of women. Responsible office, OSWD and peso. For 2024, yung target ay 7,000 solo parents. PPAs, job placement for qualified solo parents through PESO adopted program. Provision of job opportunities to children of solo parents who are qualified for SPES, PESO program. Estimated budget is 2,990,500. For 2025, ang target ay 7,200 solo parents. Ang estimated budget ay 3,450,500. For year 2026, 7,600 solo parents. The estimated budget at 3,992,500. Goal number 4, develop an innovative and resilient infrastructure. Design and implement infrastructure projects that consider the needs of all genders, utilize technology to promote gender equality and inclusivity, ensure accessibility and usability of infrastructure for people with disabilities, and promote gender equitable development and utilization of green buildings, hybrid spaces, and renewable energy solutions, ensuring equal access, benefit, and decision-making power for all genders. Sample PPA. Some public facilities are not PWD friendly. Ito yung gender issue. That outcome, public spaces and facilities in the city improved and converted into PWD-friendly facilities. Responsible office, engineering, and PICAP. Target for 2024, 20 public schools and buildings. PPAs, construction of PWD ramps with handrails and signages within the government buildings and small facilities. Estimated budget for 2024, 10 million. For year 2025, ang target ay 6 evacuation centers. PPAs, construction of gender-responsive facilities as breastfeeding room, couples room, kitchen, PWCR and ramps, and gender-inclusive bathrooms at the 6 evacuation centers. Estimated budget ay 20 million. For year 2026, ang target at least 4 activities conducted, PPAs, inventory of public facilities. Estimated budget ay 200,000. Goal number
6 po. Yung sa SWAMO po yun, sir, attributed.
Goal number 5, promote peaceful, secure and just society where all genders can fully enjoy their human rights and participate meaningfully in peace building, conflict prevention, access to justice. Dapat i-increase yung women's participation in peace building and conflict prevention processes, enhance access to justice for women and girls who exercise violence, promote gender-responsive security measures, reduce the gender gap in access to justice services, and foster a culture of peace and non-violence. Mandate IRA 10398, an act declaring November 25 as National Conscious Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Children. That outcome to have continued action in the dissemination of information event opposing violence down to barangay level. Yung responsible office ay yung Bantay Pasig or Peace and Order Department. Target, 150 MOVE advocates, PPAs, orientation and movement opposed violence against women, estimated budget,
Yung nasa baba.
152,130. Then, that's 2024. Sa 2025, target 100% of secondary public schools ay magpuntahan ng MOVE. Then, yung PPAs ay school-based program for women, victim survivors of housing, WEDC, and gender-based violence. Yung target, estimated budget ay nasa 152,130. So, sa 2026 wala po identify. Goal number 7, strengthen responsive, transparent, and accountable administration. Improve your data collection and analysis of gender issues, increase public awareness and understanding of God principles, establish clear accountability mechanisms for achieving gender equality goals, enhance gender mainstreaming in policies, plans, and programs at the city government of Pasig, and institutionalize gap mechanisms and services of the city that can serve as a model to other cities. Yung gender issue na identify ay lack of technical capabilities in the barangay in formulating their annual DANPAN and budget. The outcome, enabled the barangays in formulating a risk-informed and gender-responsive barangay development plan and ensured the barangay's vertical alignment with audits and city guide agenda. Its responsible office ay ang CPDO. For the year 2024, ang target 30 barangays in Pasig, yung PPA, barangay development planning and vertical integration of barangay audits for newly elected officials. Estimated budget ay 4,900,000. Sa year 2025, ang PPA updating barangay development plan, estimated budget 2,300,000. For year 2026, ang target at least for activities conducted, PPAs, monitoring and evaluation of the barangay development plan. Estimated budget 238,000.
Last na po yun, sir.
So, yun na po ang ating mga PPAs.
May questions po tayo kay Sir Ray. Sige, si Sir Rick na muna, tapos si Ma'am Tess.
Kasi doon sa observed gender issues and bad values. Doon sa observed gender issues and bad values, may parang assessment dito. So increasing number of gender-based violence and increasing number of policy cases.
Halos pareho.
I'm just concerned about the need for balance between yung positive gains at saka yung itong sitwasyon. Kasi pag nakita mo lang ito, parang lumalala sitwasyon natin. And yet, malaki na government intervention, ang media, ang civil society, ang ating mga kababaihan ay mas matapang na ngayon kaysa sa dati. Kasi dito, at saka yung mga kalalakihan ay makikita mo naman may ano na rin, di ba? Bawas, hindi ko nga alam kung ano exact statistics. I remember during the last meeting, pinaalalahan tayo ni Consejal Corey Raimundo about the need for evaluating yung mga nagawa na natin. At saka yung impact nung, katulad nung batas natin, mga campaigns, yung ginastos ng gobyerno, mga trainings, at saka other developments like civil society organizations, di ba? Eh pag ganitong gender-based violence, lalaki yung ano dyan, lalaki yung target, di ba? Ibig sabihin, hindi nag-i-improve ang kalalakihan. Tapos, hindi. I mean, sana may ano rin eh, a kind of assessment na i-balance between yung positive gains natin at saka yung itong mga continuing problems. Do we look at that? Parang may pagdududa ako doon kasi mga lalaki ngayon mas may respeto at saka natatakot. Diba? Dahil may mga batas tayo, may mga enforcement. Sa ating kababaihan, mga ano na, may Gabriela, may Ayarian, may ganito. Diba?
Siguro isang important factor din na hindi nakaka-capture ng data and statistics yung different factors. Like for example, ngayon, dumadami yung nag-report. So, it would have existed before, pero ngayon mas may access sila. So actually positive yun, maganda yun. So hindi ko alam paano siya makaka-capture sa mga plano natin na ganito. Yun usually yung hindi nakaka-capture sa papel o sa polisiya. But Sir Ray, si Ma'am Tess.
Bali, siguro in response to the concern, maganda siyang na-highlight in Dare's comment. Siguro sa ating document, ilalagay natin doon. Yun yung hinahanap natin. And anyway, ito may mag-subject for TWG na for enhancement na part of the situationer and how far in terms of interventions ng city at para magbuo ka rin ng makita mo yung trend for how many years ba? 4 years from last year. Then tingnan mo kung nag-increase pag sinabi increasing, but what are the interventions that we have done? And then nung unang report naman sa Alcat Vauci na nailagay natin doon yung hiningian tayo na what are the ano yung status and cases, no? And then na-resolve pa ito even within the barangay para ma-highlight din natin na the capacity of the barangay has also been increasing in terms of their capacity in managing or in resolving conflicts of domestic violence among themselves. So para maka-highlight pa natin, tingnan natin yung positive side of it. And then, hindi ko rin nakita or hindi ako nakinig o hindi nabasa natin. Yung ating, di ba meron tayong mga move, yung mga men for baka i-highlight din natin yung ating mga PPAs doon, ang ating mga ginagawa for in terms of empowering also or awareness ng ating kalalakihan. So baka pag i-strengthen lang natin yung, i-firm up natin yung pag-establish ng data. So yun yung para maayos yung pwede i-minutes ako sa akin.
Sige, go ahead.
Ang comment ko lang na this will be subject, as member naman tayo dito sa committee, this will be subjected to another TWG examining all these documents kasi maganda yung may mission ka na doon. Although kailangan natin na approve na ito na talaga. But yung pagdating na sa goals and then you have the PPAs, with us technical expertise naman ng planning, kung ito ba talaga ay na-align yung mga PPAs towards the statement of goals per thematic or anong tawag natin, goal something, diba? So, goal 7. Dami nating sinabi, pero ang mga PPAs ba talaga natin dito na nalagay? Kasi alam mo naman galing yan sa iba't ibang opisina. Ito ba talaga ay align doon sa goals? Or at the end, we can really, sa ngayon pa, we can also identify what are the indicators pagdating sa evaluation natin na ito ay swak, ito ay tumpak ng mga PPAs to really contribute to the goal that we are writing there. No? So yun. Last, meron ba tayo doong PPAs na towards the pag-firm ng evaluation or impact evaluation because this is 3 years. Kung pwedeng makita natin, baka hindi lang nabasa. Kasi hiningian na tayo palagi, di ba? Sabi sa even the last na meeting, yeah, we have all these PPAs actually. I think nasa minutes of the meeting. At the end of the day, ito ba talaga, what are the outcomes, what are the impact? Addressing whether we are responsive to the situations on gender or dito sa past. Thank you.
Mr. Ray. Sige, si Sir Ray muna.
Yeah, yes, yung una regarding dun sa policy na yeah, very active yung move natin. No? Then at the same time, tama nga na because of awareness ng mga rights ng kababaihan, so maraming nag-increase na talaga yung reporting. So, yun ang ano natin. Then, yung ating last time na nagsasabi tayo na present sa barangay, yung reporting, no? Na I think pag gumagana lalo yun, na uniform yung reporting, mas makikita natin yung trend ng policy cases kung pag taas yung report, ibig sabihin, success siya na alam nila yung batas. No? Then, ano mga interventions na gagawin natin doon? Sa GAD agenda, yung how we arrived at the GAD agenda, first, siyempre may analysis yan, pero ang overall nito, after that term, no, ng 3-year term, monitoring and evaluation talaga, then lahat ng PPAs dito, even si Barangay Development Plan, si PDO, may target na for 2026 yung monitoring and evaluation, ano na yung impact ng Barangay Development Plan. So lahat po ng mga PPAs, actually, dahil ngayon lang naman nagawa natin yung GAD agenda, no? Then tapos na-approve na yung 2024 GPP, so ilan out na lang namin. Then yung initiative namin ngayon, pinasok namin siya kung saan na-align yung goals. No? Anyway, nung last meeting, nung first meeting with the team of 2018, ando naman si Ma'am Yen, no? Na-identify yung issues. Tapos siya din nagsabi na ito yung dapat align sa this mission. Kaya, if you could see, yung goal, God, mission, vision, ina-align namin doon sa city's vision. Kaya yung mga wordings doon na ginagamit at yung nasa vision ng city, yun din ang ginagamit namin sa vision ng God at sa kanyang vision. Then yung mga PPAs, we see na this is fit for this goal, yun ang pinasok namin. Then yung 2025, dahil may na-propose na ngayon, pinasok din namin ngayon. Then 2026, nag-ano na lang assumption na ito yung continue. Then, in-increase lang namin ang budget. So again, disclaimer na next year, i-update pa naman ito after election. No? So, para lang po talaga makumpay natin ito sa COA kasi again, nagpadala rin sila ng EOM. Pero I think, nagpadala rin sila ng EOM. Pero I think, konti na lang ang ipapali sa agenda na ito. And kahit ako mismo, satisfied ako sa magiging outcome na ito.
Sorry, you provide a copy to the offices and then give timeline for their inputs.
Opo, actually ma'am, sorry,
Na-forward na po siya.
na-forward po, hindi ka lang sinunod sa kasi.
Sige nga.
Kahit si Mayor Gamon, many times ako nagsabit sa kanya.
Sabi niya ninakaw yung phone ko.
Kaya po po.
Hindi na sa ni Sir Ray. No? May question or comment dito sa
Po, good morning. Sorry, actually, I appreciate yung GAT agenda natin kasi may mga nakita na rin akong GAT agendas na iba na talagang malayo, medyo maganda yung pagkagawa natin. It just so happen lang na dito sa pag-identify lang natin ng mga gender issues. Kasi kung parang mula kanina naririnig ko talaga yung lack of can be restate yung word na yun. Kasi baka naman, meron naman tayong nagawa. Diba? Meron naman tayo. Baka can be used na limited lang or gano'n. Kasi pag lack, parang totally absence, parang wala tayong nagawa. Which is, sa Pasig talaga nakita ko na ang dami-dami na natin nagawa. Hindi lang talaga totally na document. Pero, kung ma-restate natin yung two words na makita rin nila na may kulang na. Pero we do something. Okay, thank you po. Congratulations.
Sir Ray noted.
Noted.
Our Vice Mayor has a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, on question was also with regards to the observed gender issues and or GAT mandates. No? Kasi it has been a recent discussion also sa City Council regarding the increased number of adolescent pregnancies. And I have observed listed down as one of your explanation of gender issues is the lack of access to reproductive health services. I think we should tread carefully because first of all, you use the word adolescent, right? Pregnancies. And when you talk about adolescents, you're actually looking at children transitioning to adulthood. Now, this may be misconstrued as a policy of the city government of Pasig to number one, either be promoting I guess more sexual awareness to the youth. No? Again, as I said earlier, maybe we should just try to be careful because this will be a policy for the next 3 years. Number one. Number two, it's something that has to be discussed, I think, a little further because it has been brought to my attention as the presiding officer of the council that there are some SK heads that have been trying to push for their groups or their SK councils to serve as dispensaries for contraceptive materials such as condoms. Coming from me, call me old school, but I think that is absurd. We'll be giving the power, or there's a proposal now to give children the power to dispense with reproductive contraceptive materials to other children. And believe it or not, this is something that is somehow trying to be proposed and accepted by the city council. That's why I just wanted to bring this up. I know that Mayor Vico Soto has always, the minute he sat into office, one of the first things he did, do everything data-driven. My first question is, when you talk about adolescent pregnancies, what are our numbers? We have 150,000 students in our public school system alone. Out of that, how many are considered adolescents and are capable of child rearing, for example? And out of that, what is the percentage? Because if we would expose and make it a policy of the state now to promote reproductive health to young children with an exposure at the moment of, say, for example, of less than 1%, and you would expose 100% to reproductive health at a very young age, I think there's something wrong. So again, in line with Mayor Vico's policies, previous policies, any other issues and departments, let's do everything based on data. Ano po ang data natin? Anong numbers natin ng teenage pregnancies? Per barangay, meron ba tayong records? Meron ba tayo sa mga ospital natin? And then based on that, syempre, doon tayo pwede kumuha ng maayos na policy. Kasi dito po tayo, again, 3-year policy po natin ito. Got agenda natin ito for the next 3 years. No? And sana, I would appreciate that. Although, napakahaba, except 80 pages po ito. Binigay nyo sa amin. Sana, nabigyan kami ng pagkakataon din mga pag-aralan ng konti pa. Para, again, syempre, very critical itong pinag-usapan natin. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair, ang comment. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Vice Mayor Dodot. Do we have a response?
Yeah, thank you po, Vice. Actually, the identified gender issues were brought during last meeting of the GAD agenda team. So, with this issue, si Health Department po ang nag-raise ito and seconded by Consecori. So, kaya nalabas yung ganyung issue na there's an increasing number of adolescent pregnancies. So, yun.
So, sila may hawak ng
Sila
exact
din po,
data.
exact data from the Health Department. Kaya po nakaka-arrive ng ganitong issue.
Sa office ng advice.
Honorable Vice Mayor, I mean, with that explanation also, I raised up the data like in a week, almost 10 yan, no? Hindi yan bababa sa 10. Ang referral from the hospital ng PCGH na in terms of teen, pregnant women, pregnant teenagers natin. So, ni-raise ko rin yan sa kanila kasi nung nagbangga kami ng data, taas rin talaga with regards to that data. But, ang interventions ang mas gusto kong tinubok, well, would the distribution of those contraceptives will really address that kind of data or incident. Baka isa lang yun, but mas malalim like family and development interventions natin, economic, and kasi makikita ko yung datos sa amin lang hawak na pag pinupuan ko yung mga papel kasi pinupuan ko palagi nakakatakot. Ako, alarming sa akin yung mga almost 10 in a week. And then, ang kanilang mga partners ay, mostly, ang partners nila, which is contradictory to the national data. The national data tells us that it's the adult ang kanilang partner. But on the data that comes from the hospitals, kasi sa amin pumupunta siya, mas marami ang teen parent than teen males or ang partner nila nakabuntis. So, kaya nakakarating sa amin. So, mas maganda siguro pag sinabing increasing yun nga sinabi, babalik tayo doon sa data na ipipresent natin with trending on how many years. And then, mas siguro may all these PPAs, may baka mayroon tayong parang executive o parang summary na ano yung mga interventions na hindi lang at a glance, it is this contraceptives ang ating interventions. Kasi isa lang yon kasi ang daming causes kung titingnan mo sa root causes of those. Pag hindi mo natumbok ang problema, hindi din natin natumbok ang ating, hindi swak ang ating interventions.
Good morning po. In line din po dun sa sinabi ni Vice, may napansin lang po ako dito kasi yung increasing number of adolescent pregnancies. Nung kumuha po ba tayo ng data, did we consider po yung mga traditions ng mga Muslims or beliefs nila? Kasi dami silang sa Pasig. And di ba meron silang kakaibang mga beliefs? Hindi ko alam ngayon kung yung kanilang mga traditions is na develop na ba into more mas sitwasyon na kagaya sa atin na sumusunod na rin sila sa mga
educational ano natin. Yun lang po, tinatanong.
Yeah. When we come up with this agenda, so we tried na lahat ng data ay maisali namin. So that's why when we ask data from IDA, from medyo challenging talaga yung namin pag So we plan na we include, kasi dapat hinihin namin yung data for thousand cases. Sabi ko, separate siya ng data, including natin pregnancy sa para kasi we identified na isa ito talaga sa challenge, no, yung gathering ng data. So mukhang hindi pa talaga when we ask from this office, hindi talaga makapag-provide ng exact data. No? So isa sa na-identify nga na gender issue at gaps is yung data ay collection. So isa din to sa paigtingin natin na napapalog naman po sa GAD agenda. So again po, due for naman to next year after election. So pag may mga nakikita pa natin na for improvement and enhancement of this agenda, baka at that time na maiasama na po natin para anyway, may basis na po yung ating GPP, no? Kasi nga po, sabi nga sa Joint Program Circular, yung guidelines na for the formulation ng that agenda, I mean ng GPP. So dapat yung ating annual GPP ay naka-base sa that agenda. So para magiging may basihan yung ating annual na 2024, dapat ma-adapt na natin itong 2024, 25, 26 na that agenda. So again po, due for pa naman to updating ng 2025 after election para mag-fit talaga siya sa term-based.
I don't have for the data of teenage pregnancy, but there is really teenage pregnancy that is happening. At yung causes ko nito napakalawak dahil ang totoo po niyan, even cases namin from Women and Children Protection Unit, kung makikita niyo po kung hahanapin yung cause ng iba of those adolescent pregnancies, ay dahil din po sa abuse sila. So, nakikita ko po, this is really a gender issue. But we really have to level up on how we are going to do our intervention. Meaning, if we see a gender issue, kailangan po natin hanapin yung root cause. For teenage pregnancy, napakadaming posibleng dahilan po. So, just tama po yung mga nag-bring up na issues, yung mga traditions, paano ba natin ipapasok itong ating intervention. Siguro ang dapat din natin tingnan on ano ba root cause, saan tayo mag-intervene. Baka po pwede ho natin sama-sama po natin pag-aralan.
I'd like to follow up, Mr. Chair, on there seems to be the central focus of discussion on data. Actually, the paper has already identified the problem on page, it's on page 24 as the gender issue on the absence of electronic GAD database. And then there is a plan for intervention, but nowhere do we see in the PPA. So siguro po, sabi mo suggestion for the updating na isama yung technology and infrastructure development. And there has to be a kind of mechanism from that PCCH to report on sexual abuse, but there has to be a mechanism or a part of the app na tutulay ito into a central database, and there has to be a training person or office that we analyze everything. Anyway, it's part of the intervention.
Miso. Meron po miso. Here.
Just to address somehow yung mga concerns in data of numbers.
Good. Thank you, Dr. Manigas. Sir Ray, meron ba tayong related PPA?
Yes po.
From Miso po.
Saan po siya?
Under gender responsive po. Last
Page?
page. Page 86, Mayor.
Nasa page 86 po, may PPAs po na pinupusan mismo. generation and maintenance of that database, so to have a complete gender responsive
66, 86.
86 po.
86?
It's 86.
Sorry, Mayor, 77.
77.
77.
Ano naman 86 dito?
77.
77. Eh, iba ba? Yung ating MIS, may
SK-Fed documento.
Right, so to have a complete gender responsive database information system.
Yes.
electronic communication system.
Okay. And then
Then,
you
si
can
SK
use
din,
that.
Sa SK
sa office, sa that office, meron din kami pinag-uusan mismo. Pati yung mga monitoring system, no? Yung malilit, at dapat naka-electronic system.
SK Federation din po may proposal.
Si SK naman, to have access to segregated data that shall be useful during planning and PKAs. So, mag-establish din sila ng database. Page 79 naman.
Okay, at least meron naman that. Napaka-importante para malaman natin paano appropriate yung resources natin. Kung nakita natin na base sa datos at hindi lang anecdotally yun dahil sa kwento-kwento, na ito talaga yung mas mabilis na tumataas, o madami talaga, doon tayo mag-focus. Diba? Doon naman sa question on productive health, gaya ng sabi ni Doc Neri, it's really very complicated issue. Ano? So, sana ipag-treat din natin sa kanya, appreciating all the complexities, hindi lang yung basta ito, tapos na isang PBA, tapos na. Pero tama naman yung mga sinasabi ni Ma'am Tess, talagang alarming. Actually, ang isang hindi ko nakita, teenage pregnancies, naman question, talagang tumataas. Nakita natin yung sa local health board na present din naman yun ng CHD. Ang hindi ko nakita dito yung rising din STIs, STDs, and HIV/AIDS. Di ko alam kung na-miss ko lang siya o nandito ba.
May PBAs tayo.
Kasi nung local AIDS council natin, nakita natin yung numbers natin sa HIV/AIDS. Very alarming even with young people na talagang tumataas. So, kailangan talaga ako ang personal take ko dito pagdating sa reproductive health, it's really the information and education campaign that we really need to focus on. Kasi ako sa school ko, nung bata ko, grade 6, tinuturo na sa amin lahat even about contraceptives, grade 6. So, hindi ko binibigyan ng contraceptive, di ba? Pero, at least naiintindihan. At least na lang. So, kailangan mag-scale up tayo. Which brings me to my second point, yung mga PPAs dito, lahat to maganda. But lahat ng mga pinropose ng different offices, yung mga nanggaling sa God office, the CSOs, lahat to magaganda. Pero ang lagi nating paalala sa mga opisina natin, di ba? At least, even for example, universal healthcare natin, yung mga PPAs related to that. Okay, walang problema pag may bagong BPA or may ginagawa tayo na ito yung target number of beneficiaries. Okay lang yun. Okay lang din mag-pilot kung may bagong programa. Pero lagi natin isipin kung paano natin mas-scale up na lahat kasama. So hanggat may isang adolescent na hindi natin naaabot, kung ano man yung dapat na programa, we can talk about that later. Diba? Pinapolish pa naman natin lahat ini-improve pa naman natin yung mga programs natin. And again, we should talk about the approach. Hindi lang basta yung program pag-usapan natin, hindi lang basta activities ang pag-usapan natin, pero yung policy, yung approach, kailangan din natin pag-usapan. Pero habang ginagawa natin yun, iisipin natin yung scale ng mga program natin. Ito pong mga ginagawa natin, pang 500 beneficiaries, participants lang ba ito? Sapat na ba yun? Para sa akin, hanggat ni isa pa tayong Pasigueño na hindi natin naabot, kulang ang programa natin. Hanggat may adolescent na na buntis ng 15 years old na hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin at wala siyang malapitan, our services are not good enough or not big enough. Hanggat may isang kaso ng VAUSI, lagi hindi alam kung ano, walang malapitan or hindi nakakalapit, hindi nakahingi ng tulong at hindi nabibigyan ng tulong, our programs are not big enough and our programs are not good enough. So, okay naman, good starting point lahat ito. Magaganda yung mga programs natin, nakikita natin yung efforts ng bawat opisina at bawat departamento and again also civil society. But I hope that we will take this into consideration pag nagpaplano tayo. Kasi kung may program tayo, for example, wala naman akong specific na naiisip, just general thoughts. Pag may program tayo na alam naman natin, hindi natin masiscale up, tapos pang 200 beneficiaries lang talaga siya, baka sa susunod na to, huwag natin gawin yun. Isipin natin yung para sa lahat, para sa lahat ng estudyante, para sa lahat ng kabataan, lahat ng kababaihan, lahat ng iba't ibang sektor. Okay, sorry.
Comment from Ms. Karina.
Yes, Ms. Karina.
Hello po. Actually po, for the record, yung comprehensive program on the adolescent pre-pregnancy or teenage pregnancy within the territorial jurisdiction of Pasig is already on its second hearing. So, waiting po tayo for the second hearing for this. So, we'd like to invite na lang yung mga concerned departments like sila Dr. Neri and such. Kasi po, recently we partnered with the Swelling Foundation. We have this initiative called the TCI Initiative Program with them, and now we're consolidating the local data on the adolescent pregnancies aside from the national data. So maybe para po makita ng lahat yung data, yung totoong data natin from the different departments on adolescent pregnancy cases, ipapapresent po natin yan sa second committee hearing. So for the record.
Actually, familiar naman ako dun sa TCI natin. Again, hindi nga nakita natin, isa sa problema, di ba? Rising teenage pregnancies, adolescent pregnancies. Pero maganda siguro kung makapag-conduct tayo ng kung studies, focus group discussions, makita rin talaga yung mga root causes para hindi lang tayo basta nagbaband-aid or basta nag-iisip ng services. Ano tayo, kasi kaya nang sabi, binring up ni Doc Neri kanina, a big part of this is really a gender issue, di ba? Yung iba dito dahil na-abuso, nare-rape. So, kailangan malaman natin yung gaano ba karami ito, ano ba talaga yung mga causes nito. Ayan yung sa
HIV po. So, yung ating health department ay mga maybe place naman sila for the HIV AIDS intervention.
Okay, may questions or comments pa po tayo? Sir Ray, can... yes,
Good morning po. For improvement na lang din po siguro, since Part 1 DILG, CPDO, and GAD Office po sa joint review ng barangay GAD plans, and since na-bring up po yung pag-scale up ng mga activities, isa po kasi sa point ng review ng barangay GAD plan and budget is pasok pa sila dun sa city GAD agenda. So, isa po siya sa parameter. And yun yung wala po ngayon sa GAD agenda. Saan ngayon papasok yung mga barangays to contribute dun sa pag-achieve ng mga GAD agenda goals and objectives. So, isa po yun sa pwede pong point for improvement. Since to scale up din po yung projects, kailangan din itap yung local government dun sa 30 barangays. Since lahat po sila may 5% or more allotted for gender and development programs.
Parang may mga nakita ako na capacity building ng barangay.
Meron ka dito?
Meron po.
Nandiyan naman, may mga PPEs for that. Pero yun nga, I get the point of Miss Lucia na hindi yung kailangan nilang gawin para ma-align sila sa agenda ng city. Siguro yun po ang kailangan namin i-improve. though may mga capacity development, no, sa ito din, di ba, parang may partner tayo na beyond doon, no? Yes po.
Siguro maganda din tingnan natin, di ba napag-usapan natin kanina yung datos, yung nire-raise nga ni Sir Rick na tumataas yung datos, pero baka naman dahil mas maraming nag-report, baka nga gumanda yung program, kaya tumaas yung datos ng VAUC, ano, posible yun. Actually, likely yun. Pero ang isang magandang tingnan natin, pwede natin i-disaggregate per barangay. Tingnan natin, may correlation ba kung maganda yung programa ng barangay? Kung active ba yung VAUC desk nila, ay mas marami ba yung nag-report? In proportion to the population, hindi total numbers. So, it would be interesting to see. Kaya naman natin ano yun, ano?
Pwede na tayo every quarter.
Per barangay. Pero yun nga, pwede natin ipagbangga sa anong grade nung barangay, kung gaano kaganda yung mga programs and how responsive they are. Tapos yung next nun, so effectivity ng barangay, gaano sila ka-active, functionality, ibig sabihin, tapos yung incidents, kung ilan yung nag-report, tapos yung pangatlo, kung nare-resolbahan yung mga kaso. Maganda tingnan siguro per barangay.
We will include that for our updating finance.
Wala naman ibang gagawa ng kundi kayo.
Actually, nainisip namin nga.
Hindi lang naman tayo kaibigan sa group.
Really need kasi nga, isa na sa natin phenomenal challenges na collection of data. So, yun nga, of course, magkaroon tayo ng graph or evidence.
Hindi, pero sorry, itong sinasabi kong data na tingnan natin, available yan.
Yes po, hingi na dito.
So, may mga copies naman tayo din.
Policy, and inspirency, so meron.
May functionality assessment naman tayo sa lahat. Diba? Tingnan natin may difference. Okay, meron pa po bang comments? Sir Ray, paki-refresh lang kami ulit ano yung timeline natin dito. So ang pagpasa nito, ano ba, asap ba dahil sa AOM mo?
Asap po sana kasi last week diba tinitigan. Actually, dalawa naman ang race nila again. Parang incomplete data. So, identify naman tayo namin na incomplete yung data. Though updating naman kami sa data kasi meron kaming data na manual lang, essential system. So, naka-Excel form din siya. Then, ito po yung data, check na
Okay, so pag pinasa natin to, kailan natin siya i-revisit or after next year?
Next year po, after election, para pasok na po tayo sa term base na 3 years. So,
i-realign natin siya.
I-realign po natin after election. Ito yung magiging new agenda for the new administration.
So, ibig ba sabihin, next year, gagawa ka ng 2025 to 2028 plan?
Parang ganun po.
Term-based po may.
Term-based po.
Revise siya.
Revise natin. So, revise as a new po siya na agenda for the new term.
Okay. Sige. Noted po. Maraming salamat, Sir Lee. May next item pa po tayo sa agenda natin.
Yes, Mayor. Siguro po, we prepared a resolution for your
Okay.
action para po
So, ito po siya. Resolution adopting and approving the 2024 to 2026 GAT agenda of Pasig City, JPS Resolution Number 01, Series of 2024. So last call for comments or questions para mabawasan ng sakit ng ulo si Sir Ray.
Then yung mga kailangan namin ayusin pa naman namin before we submit this to for final printing.
Okay, so
So are you suggesting that this meeting will have to approve them?
Yes po.
hindi mo na sila bibigyan ng panahon para magbigay pa ng feedback.
Ang concern na namin sa planning, can we insert 1 page or 2 pages in terms of data? Whatever available. Idagdag lang natin dito sa data between
Okay.
page
Yes po.
7 and 8. Magdagdag tayo ng, madali lang naman.
Yes, right.
Opo.
Parang on record lang na
Sige
to
po.
the approval about.
Yun ang po ang point ko na with inclusion dun sa mga what we have agreed.
Data on get.
Okay, so if there are no further questions, may manifestation na may isisingit lang ng mga datos lang naman sa ating plano. Okay na po siguro. Ma'am Des, can you make a motion for the approval of this resolution?
Pare,
Oh, sige, I move for approval. Ikaw na magsabi, you don't want.
There's an objection.
Meron sa overall assessment na hinahanap ko eh. Kaya abstain ako.
Ano pa ba yung hinahanap?
as a Fauci,
Yung sinabi nyo kanina.
Sama na natin sige.
Baka hindi pa po kasi available yung hinahanap nila data. Pero ang magandang balita naman po ay kasama siya dun sa
Programa.
plano na dapat magkaroon na ng ganun
Lahat
gamit.
ng data, nag-decline. Although nilot ng commission, yung mga reportorial. Pero pwede national data.
nandyan sa OSW available yung data nila ng Fauci cases. So, si Ma'am Tess sa mga kasama.
Pwede
Ibig
naman.
sabihin, there is a general cultural improvement
Yeah.
na hindi ko makita ito. Ibig sabihin,
Meron naman, pero may nakalagay naman po dyan na yung involvement ng kalakihan. So,
may comment lang si Sir
bakit kayo
bago si
Magawa sa
Ma'am Tess.
statement.
Hello po, good morning po sa lahat. Actually po, sa interventions na ginagawa namin at inuumpisa namin from office namin na ginagawa. We are starting it per barangay. Actually, nakatatlong barangay na po kami to cover up all within Pasig City. Anong dapat namin magawa. And then, by tomorrow po, bagong ilog kami para po ilan sa kanila what is all about move and ano pa yung mas malalim na magagawa. Hindi lang doon sa root cause ng naging problema ng pagkalatan, but then, yung kung magagawa pa namin na makaka-develop pa na something na kung di man totally eradicated, at least lessen the problem. Yun po yung ginagawa namin ngayon. Thank you.
Okay. Maraming salamat po. Ma'am Tess, may sasabihin ka?
In response to sir, siguro, kasi we
really have naman na urgent concern for this, for approval. But on the note na maliban sa data na natin na idadagdag, magdadagdag tayo ng statement on anong tunay na mga interventions na perhaps not improvement of ano yung mga efforts na natin na so far ginagawa natin doon, i-firm up lang natin ang data din. And then gusto ko sa i-highlight din na ano yung data sa mga barangay, what are the interventions, what are the solved cases, and then we can also say na ako makasabi talaga na kasi kami yung laging nag-aano ng data sa barangay, regular naman sa nabibigay, na isa sa I would not say improvement, but isa sa factor bakit tumataas ang case, i-reason out mo lang ito dito. Well, there is an increasing number of per report of the barangay, then we can makalagay tayo ng data, ng source of data. Perhaps, or seemingly parang gano'n na word na active naman talaga ang lahat ng mga barangay ngayon in terms of reporting, not only reporting but also being responsive. Though, pwedeng doon sa statement na andun pa yung pagsisikap ng isang mas comprehensive, mas preventive na mga interventions natin. Baka that would suffice our mga hinahanap natin dyan sa data na yun. Sorry.
sana hihinga pa. Hihinga ka magaling. Kasi anyway, sana mag-test. So, we had series of consultations naman. Then I sent in advance copy ng our sana during that time na we had a meeting with sa planning, na isama na sana natin para hindi na masyado, hindi na continent sana yung natin. So before this meeting, sana na-share nyo na sa amin during that time kasi marami na tayong meetings na kinanda, pero ngayon nyo lang na topic na ganun. Anyway, okay. So for naman talaga din yung ating agenda. Oo, sige, conversion.
Sa page 8 po, actually yung page 8 po, yung section on concerns and work for gender, ito po yung pinadagdag ni Ma'am Yen dun sa initial draft. Exactly to satisfy po yung question na, so before this grand agenda, ano ba yung ginawa na ng Pasig City? Ano yung meron na sa Pasig City before this grand agenda? So, pero, yes, all policies po siya, with the consensus po ng EXECO, siguro 4.4 improvement. Ano yung interventions na existing? But we cannot exactly say na mayroong improvement kasi the fact of the matter is walang impact analysis. Yun po. So hanggat walang impact analysis, hindi talaga tayo magiging 100% confident na may improvement. But ang fact din is may interventions. And to be fair din sa mga offices, yun din po, ilalagay na lang siguro yung current interventions besides dun sa mga existing policies na meron na about that.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Inis lang po. Tama po na sinasabi mo lang impact analysis and ang hirap pong sabihin na there is an improvement because ang ibig lang sabihin o pwede po natin tingnan ito sa kapag meron pong mga abuse victims na pumupunta sa atin at nailalagay natin ito sa numero natin, ang ibig sabihin nun ito yung mga taong ibigyan natin ng servisyo. But there is a fact na meron pong mga abuse victims na hindi po tumutulong at hindi po nagsasabi at hindi po nare-recognize natin. So, yun po, I would still agree doon sa impact analysis until we have that done, tsaka tayo makakapagsabi na is there any improvement at all? But ang importante po sa atin yung intervention na binibigay natin sa mga abuse victims. Are we doing it sufficiently to them? Are we recognizing them po? Kasi napakadami po talaga na hindi na-recognize ng mga abuse victims.
Noted, sorry. Anything else? Kung wala po, what is the pleasure of the body? Ma'am Tess?
I move for approval for this, on the note na yun lang, kung kakayanin naman, I'll provide the data.
Okay.
So, isang page, pagtulungan namin.
There's a motion for approval provided that we include that data as manifested by the CPDO. Okay, do I hear a second? Okay, duly seconded by most members of the body. The resolution is approved. Okay, maraming salamat po. Pero sir, I have to say, nakailang daang plano na rin ang nabasa ko katulad nito. Isa ito sa well presented. Isa sa pinakamagandang presentation. Pati sa even aesthetically, yung pag-cite ng sources, maayos. Yun ang isa sa frustration natin bilang bilang nagsusulat din. Madalas, hindi nasa-cite ng maigi yung sources o magulo yung mga graph, pero ito, maayos. So, congratulations. Okay. May ano pa tayo? Next item in our agenda. Mabilis na lang naman to, no, Sir Ray?
We're going to present lang po yung proposed 2025 GPP na bawat office.
Alright.
Kasi isa sa protocol po for the approval ng annual GPP is the approval din po or adoption ng executive committee. So, ito po yung mga offices, departments na nagsubmit for their 2025 GPP. First, assessors, Sinummarize lang po namin isang TPA, 200,000. Although, nireview po ngayon ng technical working group, yung CATO, 250,000, si Director's Office, 250,000, Cooperative Government Office, 1.5 million, Central, for attribution niya. CPDO, 396,000, CPO, Treasurers, 500,000, CREO, 2.7 million, DRMO, 1M, Health Department, 96,780,558.04, ILO, attribution din siya. Engineering, 48 million, 1070,000. HRDO, 34 million, 150,000. IAS, 10,000. Local Registry, 540. Review for millions, 190,000. Library, 119,250. Liga ng mga barangay, 5 million, 138,000. GAT, ay, hindi yan, 58 lang. Market, 80,000. ISU, 2 million, 200,000. OGS, 3 million, 600,000. OBO, 184,800. OCA, 700,000. OCM, 11 million, 573,000. City Vice Mayor's Office, 697,500. OSCAS, 150,000. OSWD, 1,617,000. Picadao, 2,326,000.
Huwag mo na isa-isahin sa atin. Nababasa naman namin.
Yeah.
Ano na lang
A
highlights?
total of 1 million subject for ano pa rin po, review ng TWG, baka may mabawas pa rin. Though we already submitted sa DILG para ma-umpisa na po naman review, para ma-meet po natin yung deadline na March 31. So nasubmit na po siya last week, before the 31, before the break day. So yun po. So inabi parang pakiusap din kasi para pasok din po tayo sa protocol o yung process na paano ma-approve yung 2025 GPP ay dapat ano din po siya i-adapt at approve din ng executive committee. So meron din po kami pakiusap din na ma-approve na din po natin ito through a resolution.
Okay, are there any questions or clarifications?
Again, subject for review pa naman po ng TWG kung bawas o maganda.
Kasi kung may mga feedback naman ng members, pwede pa rin naman ibigay sa atin. Okay?
Ibigay pa rin sa atin.
Ma'am Des?
Okay.
Okay, was that a motion? There's a motion from Neds for approval, seconded enthusiastically by Sir Rick Opuso. The motion is carried na to approve na rin po ang resolution number 2. Are there any other matters, Sir Ray?
Gusto ko lang i-present yung kasi points of agreement natin last meeting natin ay we could devise a tool for mga panel din ma-monitoring ng mga programs. So, actually, during the last M&A meeting ng March 19, presenta po namin ito. Then wala namang okay naman sinabi ng planning. No? So, ito po yung mga tool na na-devise namin. Though, pinakita namin po namin sa DILG for the review. So, okay din naman. For now, kami muna ang gumagamit sa office. The body will agree. Pwede namin ito i-share sa other offices.
Okay.
So for implementation, ito yung tool for pre-implementation documents. Next, status of committed outputs. Next, during implementation, post-implementation document. Then next, yung monitoring report.
And
Then
last.
next, evaluation report. Then next, ito po yung pinaka-higher evaluation report yung dapat matapos kasi kung dapat i-comply natin ito dahil nasa GNC. Ito po. So, wala namang si planning, okay naman si planning.
Questions po ba tayo? Ma'am Rachel?
Actually, ito gusto ni planning na yung ibang other may plans like DRR saka LCPC, pwede din nilang gamitin.
And regarding the monitoring forms, minimal lang po yung mga naging comments po during the meeting. Number one po natatandaan, may forms na monthly, may forms na quarterly. And then ito po, kailangan may sample para po maintindihan ng mga offices kung paano nila sasagutan. Kasi baka iba-iba yung kanilang interpretation sa outcome. And then kung pagdating sa recommendations, ano yung quality ng recommendations na kailangan ilagay. And then tama po, nung nakita po ito ni Ma'am Yen, yun din yung naisip niya na to measure the outcome, kasi sa ngayon po yung M&E natin ay purely output-based financial and completion po ng projects ang tinitingnan. Pero this form looks at the immediate outcome na rin. So, possible din po siya na may apply sa other statutory and mandatory obligations.
Alright, so that's Ray. Good to see our improvements in monitoring and evaluation. Masaya daw si Ma'am Yen. Sige.
Okay siya po. Sa plan pa siguro, maging strict tayo na meron siyang outcome level. Kasi yung how can we give an accomplishment report on outcome level when ang PPAs natin is output level.
Pero naman
Ay, no, kaya yun ang ko tingnan natin. Maging strict. Even in our basic learning na kung ang PPAs natin ay output level, and then you are asking us as accomplishment, as an outcome level, and from the very start pa, dapat may outcome level tayo. Sa PPAs natin,
Sa'yo pala kami.
para doon tayo sa outcome level ang ilalagay. Although, kailangan talaga intindihin ng bawat opisina. Ang difference ng output at outcome.
Second agenda rin po, outcome.
Okay. Anything else? Si Pidio, okay na po tayo? Montes, okay ka na po?
Okay na po.
From our CSOs, other offices? Okay. Sige po, Sir Ray, mukhang okay na.
Other matters ako.
No other matters. Maraming salamat po sa lahat. Adjourn na po tayo.
Picture na ako. Picture na po.
Nakaupo na lang kasi
Opo.
hindi makikita.
Ayun iba, pwede sa likuran, ayun pwede sa gilid. Ayun na lang kayo sa likod. Upo na tayo dito. Upo na lang tayo, yung iba.
Ilang hindi ka lang pagpunta.
Tayo.
Kaya ka rin sama na rin.
Okay, get ready po. 1, 2, 3, smile.
Okay, thank you. Salamat. Okay na daw tayo.
Nasyon yung Facebook, picture tayo.
Ay, kasama si Mayor. Kasama si Mayor.
Yung i-visa natin, ipasok natin. Kasi nakulangan lang. Hindi ako nagbasa ka kasi
Sa data ba?
memory, oo.
Actually, ma'am, ano po, nanginginig talaga kami.
Pwede. Alam mo no, hindi naman God meeting natin. Doon
Yung
sa
puro
chart.
pala, ipadala namin
May
sa office
presentation
nila.
sila ng data
Galing
on the
yung-
10-inch frequency. Ba't hindi mo sinama?
Walang binigyan.
Hiningiin mo.
Hindi ko namin.
Hindi yan sa amin. Sa nung nag-present